Welcome to the UDP broadcast, a podcast where a group of friends get together and talk about gaming-related topics and offer both informed and uninformed opinions. I'm Luminari, and I'm accompanied today by my co-hosts, the Nordic Cajun,
Heyo, welcome to the show.
the Eternal Barcode, I'm me,
Hello, everybody.
and from the Emerald Dream, Raina the Crit Chicken.
Hello, I am stuck in the Emerald Dream. Send help and new mounts.
Didn't they just release a raid for that, for the Emerald Dream?
Yeah, and they have a whole new zone too, and a bunch of like druid forms, and I'm just like so happy.
Now I gotta play a druid. I gotta figure out what
Yes.
horde druid I want to play. Ugh.
Could be Troll, Zandalari Troll, Tauren, High Mountain Tauren. There you go.
What's the difference between a Tauren and a High Mountain Tauren?
High Mountain Taurens have
Moose
bigger.
antlers.
Yeah, and they're chunky boys.
Ooh, that might be what I play because I like the chunky boys.
Yeah. Well, I'm still waiting for the forgiveness story when that happens, but we'll hear that on January 20th. All right, so episode 53, recognition. Been a crappy news week this week, but this one's worth talking about. But before we get into any of that, Aimee has words.
I do. 10% of everything you donate throughout the show, ad revenue and bits and all that stuff goes to the Trevor Project because the Trevor Project is fantastic. And with more on that, I bring you
The Trevor Project
Ping,
is the
who might be
leading
awake.
organization working to end LGBTQ youth suicide in the US and beyond. The non-profit operates several programs to help prevent and respond to the public health crisis of LGBTQ youth suicide, including 24/7 free crisis services, research, advocacy, education, and peer support.
Thank you, Ping.
It's like he's staring into our soul.
The Trevor Project is... Yeah, no, I can see that. Other than that, this is an opinion show. Everything that you hear is our personal opinions, do not reflect company policies or stances. In other words, we're poor. Don't sue us. Now, Aimee says it so much better than I do.
He
I
do.
I do. On with the show. So, Aimee has picked out an article, and I kind of glanced over it, and I feel bad because Aimee he just shot right at it. I was like, hey, there is a weak representation of women in gaming at this particular point. And we're not just talking about like dev anymore. Like this is beyond Gamergate. Anybody remember Gamergate?
Oh, yeah.
We had a whole episode about Gamergate, didn't we?
Oh my god.
I remember that. That was it was a bad time.
Well, Gamergate was like 2014. I wasn't podcasting then.
I thought we had a time. I thought they were like back in the news, and we maybe glanced over. Anyway, ignore me.
Yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to go back and listen to 53 episodes of the
Nah.
UDP broadcast on
We'll take it with a
Spotify.
We'll take it with a grain of salt, sir.
Needless to say, it is a situation where women aren't getting the credit they deserved. One of the things they called out in the article was that there was a, what was it, PCGamer? Yeah, PCGamer was talking about...
Kotaku.
Kotaku.
Well, no,
were,
there was like a
the articles.
spread of like the most influential, not a single, it says 3 decades, right? PCGamer. Yeah, it was PCGamer who said it.
Oh, what's okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a Kotaku article. It says, celebrate 30 years of PC Gamer magazine with us in our latest magazine issue. And not a single female was represented inside of these 3 decades. And Emma Kidwell had put out the meme of for $1, name a woman. Right. So it's important. Like even here, like Crit deserves recognition for being the awesome chicken that she is, right?
Yes.
Offering up some of the prime dad jokes that you've ever heard, right?
Oh yeah.
And there's at least 2 dads in this podcast right now.
And she gives us a run for our money.
Yep.
And I don't even steal them from a dad joke Reddit.
No, she got straight at the top of the
That's
feathery
a
dome.
shot at me, ma'am.
Shots have been officially fired.
No. Aimee's our king of if there's porn of, and he'll immediately go after that.
You'll find it. That's right. That's right.
Listen,
Wow.
listen. We're working on the whole dad joke thing with Aimee. Eventually, he might be my successor.
Successor.
Hmm.
With
For
all the
now,
bad jokes, maybe.
For now, he'll just be the token Rule 34 guy.
Yeah.
It's just mostly because I can't believe it, and then I find it, I'm like, oh my god,
Oop woo.
please.
Oh whoa. What's this? Oh shit.
Yeah, basically.
Yup.
Ugh,
Hey, Amy,
gross.
rabbit hole. Off he goes. Yes.
And he
Like,
comes back
Yay,
with
ADD.
with proof. Like, yes, it exists. See, and he shares it. Like, oh shit.
I didn't want this iceberg. What is this?
No, I need. Where's the bleach?
So
Yeah.
what's interesting is during Summer Game Fest, guess how many women were up on stage?
Go ahead, Cajun. Crit. How many women were up on stage?
A whole lot
Summer Game
of
Fest.
nada.
I was gonna be
Yep.
optimistic and say one, but I guess not.
Nope, not a single one. It's almost like the gaming industry has decided, hey, Gamergate is over. We let them have their say. Now we're just going to shut them up again. No, fuck off. There are so many talented women that deserve recognition for what they do. It's not a competition to see how hard you can try to make sure women are not acknowledged. Like, eat a bag of dicks and choke on them, please. I'm being
I
polite.
mean, heck, there's like a whole community for like WoW girls and stuff like that. I mean, if you look at some of the communities, like even with Method and Liquid and stuff like that, they promote the females that are they game with and whatnot. So I appreciate them. I mean, have you ever seen Cruella during what is it? Race to World First? It was I like her. I really do. She's French, but she's funny. I don't understand her like most of the time, but I remember her like being a demon hunter and she just ran into like an invisible wall and then she just fell to her death and I'm just like, "Oh, I don't even have to understand you to actually know what you're saying." But yeah, like there are incredible women in the gaming sphere. However, also on top of that, just because there's women playing or voicing does not mean you should harass them.
Oh, that was a big
Yeah.
thing this
Oh
year.
Lord, which is like the default response to all neckbeards out there when a female voice is heard on comms. Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't get that. Like, all it does is prove that you're a complete moron and that you
Mhm.
shouldn't be around other human beings.
There's
And
an
you should be restricted from accessing the internet.
like there is like I think there's an entire series on YouTube called "Oh My God, I'm a Girl" and other things I've heard being a female gamer. Like
Oof.
like I've watched those episodes. Some of these guys, dude, like you can almost smell them through the computer. That's how bad it is, dude. It's just really, my guys. Like, no, just as Ami would say, these are the guys that should have been swallowed.
Yes.
Why
But
does
yeah.
why does my team smell like Asmon's gold off screen?
Oh, you
Yeah.
leave him alone. You leave him alone.
Asmon
Yeah.
Gold is I like lately he hasn't been too over the edge. I mean, but yeah.
Well, except for the whole like him. Okay, the whole Pokemon thing, I don't understand because like if you look at the whole debacle with that, he's defending her, but she's putting out a product that's already been put out by Costco, and she's trying to sell it for like like what's selling for Costco cookies at Costco for like $10. She like jacked up the price to $28. Like, come on now, it's my original idea. No, stop.
It's capitalism.
but it was handled by Pokimane herself.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. It's like
Gross.
she took it out of the box, looked at it longingly to make sure that it had her concentration for at least 5 seconds, and then repackaged in a different box and sent to you for triple the price.
How about
Yep.
no?
Don't get me wrong.
Like, that just seems like an expensive everything and a complete waste of my time and money.
We live in a
What-
world where where Belle Delphine sold her own bathwater.
Yep.
Like-
Ugh. Did you? I was wondering if that was going to make a reappearance in this podcast.
Yep.
We
I'm
did
not even
need
gonna
that.
get into what they're planning to do with Amaranth.
No.
Oh no,
No,
Oh,
no,
I read that.
no,
Very-
no, we're not.
It's a
no.
good thing I don't like that beverage.
Same.
The problem is, I like beer, but thank God it's not that one.
Oh God.
God.
I didn't even have to bring it up, and you already knew.
No.
For those of you who don't know what's going on,
No.
beer is made
No.
with yeast,
No.
and that's where I'll leave it.
There's
and
a
hops.
company culturing it.
Yes.
I mean, we're living in a world where celebrities can sell candles that smell like their vagina, so it's not outside the realm of possibility to make a beer out of it. I'm sorry.
Really? I can't imagine like in the dating scene where dude's like, man, I need to light a candle. And
Let me grab my Gwyneth Paltrow labeled candle and just light up the room real
Bring in
quick.
Listen, I know someone on
God.
What We Do in the Shadows that would probably buy that up in a minute.
Yes, and multiples. That is true.
But getting back on
No.
topic, though, like
we chased that rabbit way down that rabbit hole. Wee. Anyway,
nah, but seriously, in the gaming community, just to snub female performers and whatnot, really fucking sucks.
Yep.
There's been a lot of trailblazers for the past how many decades? And just
mean-
to like us getting closer to 2024, you think they'd actually have at least one on stage?
I mean, even with everything that's gone down with her right now, just to have Pokey on stage herself, because she's still one of the top 20 Twitch channels and the only female to be in the top 20. So it's not like she's doing stupid stuff with capitalism and got to make that bottom dollar, yada yada. But she's made it. Like, she's the only one that's really truly made it in terms of numbers on Twitch and beyond. And she's more influential than most people were. Like, when I heard that she was working with Evo in the fighting game community, I'm like, since the fuck when? Miss League of Legends all of a sudden in Valorant going to come play fighting games? I need more details, and I haven't heard anything else about it. But yeah, she should have at least had some kind of recognition to at least have I hate to say the milady head tilt to the women from the gamer beards, but no, nothing. It's
You know
just
what I would love to see is Amelia Tyler, the woman who voiced the narrator in Baldur's Gate 3. I would
Mhm.
love to see her up on stage.
just getting
For-
awards for narration.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Yep. But it's important at this particular point that it's interesting. This article called out a bunch of females, a bunch of women that have been influential, and I think it's important to actually just name them off, right? I don't know of any others. I mean, other than like your standards, like the voice of Commander Shepard, female. It was Jennifer or something or other, which we actually talked about her taking over the voice of Bayonetta from that other debacle that happened. But
Yep.
yeah.
Oh,
So-
that was a shit show.
Oh yeah, so show, much show. Let's see here. What do we got? It calls out. Let's see here. Sony Santa Monica's Mila Pavlin, Emily Schatz at Naughty Dog. They're leaders in accessibility. So we're talking about women who are enabling other people to play the game in different ways. So we're talking accessibility is in a colorblind mode, things like that, right? Esports organizations are creating women-led teams. Sarah Bond is now the VP at Xbox. There are more women raking in sponsorships and exclusive deals on Twitch. Let's see here. Women journalists. That's another thing that we need to talk about. Women's journalists. They're actually doing work. IGN's Rebecca Valentine and her piece of games and online harassment hotline, or Bloomberg Cecilia. Let me see if I can pronounce it. Anastasio. For the demise of the FaZe Clan, or The Verge, Ash Parrish with coverage of the now defunct Overwatch League. So, I mean, there's just a lot of places that this recognition needs to be put in. There's others named in here from Kotaku. Let's see if I can find it. No, that's the deep fake porn scandal portion.
Yeah, we're not going to touch that one tonight.
Well, no, I mean, like, so this paragraph says, and yet this year has been full of disheartening and upsetting and downright traumatizing events, from allegations of inappropriate conduct towards women at GDC 2023 to a complete absence of women on stage during Summer Game Fest, not to mention a deep fake porn scandal that targeted popular female Twitch streamers. Most recently, PCGamer's Woman List Roundup is celebrating, and that was the one I was talking about where they had like 3 decades of excellence, and none of that excellence included a woman.
It's at this point, it's unbelievable that guys think it's still acceptable to completely exclude women like that. All it does is make you look dumb as fuck. So why would you want to look like you're dumb as fuck? And not even individually, but collectively, like the people who put together Summer Game Fest, every one of you looks like a fucking moron for completely ignoring women. And you all look like you're misogynistic fuckfaces who should be swallowing molten lava.
Or bathing in it.
No, that wasn't far enough. Fuck it.
Hey, that was very PG of you tonight. I'm really impressed.
Yeah, I know. It's weird.
You're off your game. You're off your game.
I know. I don't know why. I should be angrier. But at the same time, it's like, no. Like, this is unacceptable. It's not the 1700s anymore. Women are not scary things that you have to hide from. And if you're scared of women, well, maybe you should talk to a therapist, because fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to teach my boys right now that there's no real difference between man and woman personality-wise, to be quite honest. And I say that because they're people. It took me 35 years to understand that. Right? Don't get me wrong, like, I have other issues going on as far as that's concerned because I have my own fears. But yeah, no, they're people, and they should be treated as people. They like things. They like working out. They like video games. They like weaving baskets. They like if for everything. I think what was the best analogy I can think of? There is a beer specially crafted for you.
Oh,
yeah, I had to go back to beer with the amaranth.
Back full circle.
Yeah.
We're back.
Either way, the point is that we're at a point now in time where it should be normal. If you hop into your Call of Duty lobby and you hear someone say, "Hey guys, how's it going?" and they've got, if they've got the skills, go for it, right? Yeah. But let's just not just turn into like bridge trolls. Are you a lady?
Oh no!
Can I have a sandwich? I mean, let's stop all that. I mean, if chicken frag, hell yeah, let's go. Like, win the game. That's what it's about. But yeah, that's all I got to say on this particular subject. I mean, you have any more to say on it?
Other than all these people who think it's funny or, think it's not a big deal, eat a bag of dicks. Go bathe in some molten lava, and then we'll talk. Until you have bathed in molten lava, I don't care what you think.
You must purge thyself in the lava.
Indeed.
Purge the old ways.
Any final thoughts on this particular subject?
Not really. Just a bunch of crickets. Be better next year.
That's right. Be better next year. Yeah, I'd love to talk about this kind of stuff more, but because I don't know any of those folks and I'm highly dependent on what's being reported out in the news, if it's not reported, I don't see it. And like I knew something like this was going on, but you don't hear about it at all. That's the other problem. There's not a lot of awareness. I wish there was a way to create more awareness about the achievements of the women in the industry, for sure. Cajun, do you have anything else to add?
Treat others the way you want to be treated. That's just the basic human rule. If you don't want yourself to look like an asshole and be treated like an asshole, don't treat people like shit. And that goes across the board.
There we go. Good, wholesome talk for the last podcast of the year. There might be an extra one where we kind of do a connect somewhere before Christmas, but don't count on it. We did that with last year with Cajun Scotland trip and the Crit Code Adventures in Death Road Canada or something.
Death Road.
That's a funny game.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Yeah, Fluff was playing it when she first started coming back into streaming, and it was entertaining. She was naming people out of folks out of Dankwart's Paintwater Tea House.
Yep.
Hmm.
So
I'm just thinking to myself, have I really been to Canada or Canuckistan for like 2 times this year?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
always.
Time flies.
It does. This year has been busy.
It has been. It's
Like
overall.
insanely busy.
Mhm.
Am I gonna kill this guy? Okay, no.
Oh,
Yeah, we're back.
Sorry,
Yep.
I'm playing human or civil rights violation simulator.
It's good. I watched them play.
Speaking of travel and stuff like that, if you like taking or you have time to take flights and stuff like that, Frontier is currently running a sale for the whole all you can fly for $4.99.
Like a 499, I assume, not like buffet
Yeah.
prices. Okay.
So it's like if you want to go fly all over the world real quick, that's a
Well,
nice.
I wouldn't say all over the world, but
Probably continental United States, which excludes Canada and Hawaii, but it's whatever it is.
hey, if I can get close, I will. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. I don't know. I still got to figure out the logistics of how I'm going to get to Canada when the day is announced, or if it's ever announced.
It will be
which shall be.
announced. It's just we're kind of zigzagging on days because I'm like, I don't think I'm ready.
No, you know what? Be comfortable and be ready and whatnot.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
No, I don't mind.
Yep.
I waited 10 years so far. I'm sure I can wait longer.
In the most stalkery voice you could ever muster. But
Rip.
I've been waiting
Hey,
for you
boy.
for 10 years, Crit. I can wait just a little bit longer. Just not too much longer. Anyway.
God damn it. Well, now I sound terrible.
No, that was me. You never said any of that.
Oh, I understand.
That's all right.
Anyways,
you guys are fun. So what do we got? So what do you guys got planned? I'm pretty sure Cajun's going to be doing some more. You're not doing any traveling this year, are you, Cajun?
No, the missus and I are low key on everything this year. Like we're prepping for 2025 because we are making a return to Scotland that year.
Oh, okay.
They're opening up a new like castle exhibit in the city of Inverness, and it opens in 2025. So we were like, yeah, we're going. We're bringing little man, and we're taking my dad and my stepmom with me. So we're all just gonna go and have a great time.
Hell yeah. Cool.
Looking forward to that. And then for the rest of the year, though, no, it's going to be low key, paying off some nagging bills and prepping for the adventure, as it were. But yeah, that's it for us.
All right.
Yay, adventures.
And Imee and Crit, I understand one of you's going somewhere.
I'm going to Florida.
Watch out for Florida, man.
I'm going to watch out for the spiders. Jeez.
Nah, the spiders there aren't like snow shovel sized.
That's the mosquitoes.
That's Australia.
You can almost ride the mosquitoes down here. They're huge.
Yeah,
They're smaller than the ones I have here.
Really?
And I wish I was kidding. These things are monsters.
We got pterodactyls over here. I was like, hey, look at this one. Get the mallet.
Got any plans while you're in the States? I mean, like I said, don't forget to pick up your complimentary firearm and first round of ammo.
I was thinking about bringing him over to Busch Gardens.
Oh, I love Busch Gardens. That was
Never
one of my
been there.
favorite places to go. It's a fun little joint. It is, especially if you don't want to do Universal, you don't want to do Disney. Busch Gardens like that perfect in between. I like it a
Over
lot.
to Santa Claus in the Christmas town and sit on his lap.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, no, that's awesome. Myself, I'm going to be working on seeing what I can do. I have like a whole ass theme song for this podcast I have yet to integrate. All kinds of stuff to do, and I'll just take the next few weeks and fool around here and there without having to plan and host and everything else. However, the news bot will continue to be up, spitting out news 24/7 as it comes in over most major RSS feeds and syndicates from the syndicates. Other than that, I don't have anything else to add. I know Crit has places to be. Cajun, maybe some Saturdays sometime since the other two are going to be gone. Maybe we can do like a Saturday and Ordinary Night or something like that.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And don't forget, this Tuesday is the big event over on my channel. I've been looking forward to this damn challenge for months, man.
What are you doing?
I'm doing it's called the Yukina Shiny Gamer Gauntlet. It was originally made by the PokeTuber Yukina. It was 6 hours to catch one shiny, and at the time, all four of the Switch titles. A new Switch title
Oh.
has come out since then, so I'm doing the challenge, but with Scarlet and Violet involved. So it's 8 hours to catch 5 shinies, one in each game. And if I don't, my son gets to watch me die to the hot chip challenge at the end. So I'm excited. It's going to be fun no matter what. I'm starting early and I'm going until either the time runs out or I catch all 5. So it's gonna be a good time. It really is.
I told my kids about it, and I think one's actually interested, so he might show up and hang out. And
Woo!
see how you do.
Yumi's kid, yay!
Yeah. So
Maybe I'll start doing food challenges in the future, like get the larvettes or whatever.
Nope.
What's
Like
the
if
larvette?
the larva with cheese flavoring.
Nope. I will not partake in that ever.
Crazy exotic foods with the crit chicken, and how appropriate it's a worm-like thing, and you're a chicken. That's all.
You know-
That makes sense.
Mm.
That's little. She's
Listen, they also have stuff called like Tube of Terror and stuff like that that have like that wrecks the one chip challenge or whatever. So it's like literally straight up hot crap or whatever. Then
Mm.
there's the what is it? There's pickle flavored ice cream or not pickle flavored cotton candy.
I've heard that the
I
pickle
would
flavor
try
cotton
that.
candy tastes good. I heard it actually tastes pretty good. The jalapeno one, not so much.
The last pickle flavored thing I saw was like the Sonic pickle slush, and I never like mustered up the courage to figure out what the hell that was going to taste like.
Maybe if people start once I get back into the streaming stuff, if we get donations and stuff like that, I'll see about collecting things that I wouldn't normally eat, like edible bugs, like with crickets.
Or downing some pilk.
Boy, have I got a video for you of somebody
And
who's
then
scorpion who's
Imi's gonna be like, I'm not kissing you until you wash that nasty mouth.
Oh God, the leg! It's hanging out of your mouth when you talk. Ah. Yeah.
It tasted so good. It was crunchy.
I don't know.
Great.
I mean, freshly steamed spiders. That was the one that like got me to like shiver all the way. I was like, ugh.
Freshly steamed spiders? Where did you see that?
I think it was like some video from the Philippines where this lady took and like she took spiders and she steamed them to kill them, and then she brought them out. She breaded and fried them, and then she sat down with a plate with like some sauce, and she was like, "Nommy nom." And
I mean, they do have an edible tarantula on Amazon.
yeah, no, it can stay on Amazon.
It's chocolate flavored.
I mean, Harrison
No.
Harrison had one of those little candies that you can find in the novelty candy stores that have like the little scorpion on the inside. He ate one of those. It didn't bother him at all. I was actually shocked. Little man surprised me. Like, you braver than most.
Yeah. Well, little man is little man. That's for sure. He seems very brave.
Braver than he should be, which is both a proud moment and a terrifying moment as a dad.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that we had almost had a just to wrap things up and have a little story time. We almost had a come to Jesus meeting yesterday or day before yesterday before we went to go see my dad.
Oh.
He is when he gets into something, he's like uber passionate about it. I understand the feeling. And right now he is like, I don't know why, but he is obsessed with trying to get shinies in Pokemon Sleepwell games. I don't know why that seems to be. He loves to hold over the fact that he's catching more than I am. I think that's the only game he can effectively do it on a normal basis. I think that might be the driving force because competition thrives in this family. But the other day he had to sleep over at my mom's because of Panda's trip to Maryland. So I didn't realize I was in charge of the Snorlax while he was gone. So the Snorlax didn't get fed and didn't get put to sleep that night. So when he got back and realized that he didn't get any points and experience to level up for the weekend, I have never seen a child first look sad and then have his eyes filled with just pure unadulterated rage.
Welcome to being a parent.
Like, it was like I never seen him do that before. It got so bad. He has this little Nerf gun that he got, and it's one of those that just shoot one bullet at a time, but it has like a sniper scope on it because it can shoot like 120 feet. No. That's not the fun. That's not the crazy part. He took the scope off of the gun and came at me with the scope like he was about to beat my ass with it. Like why didn't you do? Why didn't you feed him? Now I can't get master ball. Like he was upset. So I had to bark in dad code, and it immediately snapped him out of his little rage fit. But I was like, my guy, you and I, like, if that happened, if he was a teenager, it would have gone down. So I have to start nipping that little shit in the bud.
No kidding. He had to pull out the Kratos voice.
You're a parent.
I know. I did. That's what I said to Lumi. I said, boy, I literally said that, boy, don't you try it. He looked up at me, and when he realized he stepped in it, he backed up against the wall again. You could see the oh shit on his face because I was not a happy camper. He knows better. I've said it many times before. I am a tree you do not want to try to climb, bud. Don't even attempt. It's not going to happen. Dude. So he learned his lesson, and we're going to probably have another real talk about it when he gets home because he went straight to bed after that. But man, that was probably the most interesting on the scary side of things I've ever had as a being a dad. So I'm looking forward to fun adventures in the future with that one.
Hey Nord.
Hmm.
In the future, do you want to do like food challenges or whatever, like hot chips challenge and stuff like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you and I had talked about doing the ghost pepper whopper at one point. And
yeah, we didn't get around to doing it.
Literally went out of circulation like the week before we thought about it.
Yeah, I was angry, but yeah, at least with Amazon, there's like different things that we could dabble in or whatever.
Oh
my goodness. It's like
you can do it once a month. It's like it's the Crit and Nord food challenge.
Like
now I gotta get in on it. Damn it.
They have like different flavors of larvettes too. Like they have barbecue larvettes.
Let's do it. I'm down. Like I've always been a fan of like trying anything. I live by the adage: if it doesn't bite me first, I'll try it, and if it does bite me, I'll kill it and then try it.
And then if there's any crazy food, things, hot and spicy foods or whatever that is like fast food related, we could try it. But I don't want to make it into like one of those, YouTube mukbang things. Like,
Oh no! It's gonna be like a one and done towards the end, kind of like how I did with the Pilk, and I just downed it in one shot. So
gross.
It tasted like a root beer float. It wasn't that bad.
We're gonna see more Pilk commercials now. Remember, it came around the holidays.
That's true.
You're gonna see Lindsay Lohan and Santa Claus again with Pilk.
Well, to quote Professor Farnsworth, I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Good news.
Oh, speaking of Pilk, you know what I'm gonna get Imi to try for the first time?
What's that?
Eggnog.
He hasn't had eggnog?
No, sir.
No, generally I've had problems with anything made with raw egg whites.
Oh, you're in for a treat then, sir.
Or a bad stomach time.
No, it's more I can't swallow. I can still breathe, but I lose the ability to swallow.
Oh, so you're allergic.
That's what I used to be. I mean, I got my seasonal flu shot, and they use egg whites as a stabilizing agent or vector for holding it. I don't remember what it is, but there is a derivative of it, and I'm fine. Yar.
Fine, he says.
I'm fine.
Right.
Well, I'm still making noise.
You do
this is
certainly
true.
make noise, sir.
He does do that. He is very good at that.
Well,
indeed.
Well, speaking of making noise, let's go ahead and wrap this up so Crit can do her magic and Barcode can do his magic and Cajun can do his magic. We're going to go visit Warbringer Jalen. Last episode of the year, maybe a bonus episode. Keep an eye out on my channel. And we'll see you folks for podcast stuff January 20th.
Yeah. We'll be back with a vengeance.
Indeed. All right. Goodbye, chat.